who decided to show up? Answer, me. I'm the one who decided to show up. Imagine Bricky finally showing up for a stream. Imagine Bricky finally doing the content that he says he's going to do, and then not doing it for a while, and then doing it again. Imagine dragons, and then imagine dragging these nuts across your face. Imagine having consistency with a streaming schedule. It's for chumps. Chumps, I say. Chumps! Imagine. Oh. Chat, today is, Wednesday. Basically. Good stuff. My government banned gooning. That is true. That is very true. Your government did ban gooning. That sucks a lot, actually. In fact, it's actually, like, really bad, but I'm not really, like, intelligent enough to make major comments besides that's bad about it, but holy. It is, in fact, Wednesday, dudes. It's me. I'm the dudes. I am the dudes. Dude, it's Orwellian. It is kind of Orwellian, though, yeah. I don't know who posted it earlier. I think it was actually Wood Elf. Another certified banger from Wood Elf. It was Wood Elf. Absolutely phenomenal banger meme. Put down on this one. Not that. That's not what it was. I'm just pulling open a placeholder image. Though that is cool. But no, this is not what I was referring to whatsoever. This is cool though. He do be making 2-2 zombies. He really do be. There it is. Jokes about 1984 are so abused they're barely funny anymore. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Yeah, that's a funny one. That's pretty good. I got to give him some credit on that one. That's a +2. That's a solid +2 right there. Hell yeah. Bricky, just use the Warhammer 40k precons and call it a day. Yeah, but what if I instead, like, opened more magic cards and fed an addiction that has no signs of stopping? Have you ever thought about that one? Huh? You ever thought about that? Really, it's a business write-off. We don't talk about it. That's a question for my CPA, the IRS, and God. And I guess my bank. Where are we? Where are we, chat? Hello, chat. Hello. I have a few things I'd like to point out. Oh, I'm down here.
Hello, everyone.
Oh shit.
Imp Joan is just subscribed. Bo Jarb.
What the fuck? There we go.
Just subscribed for Super Earth.
Thank you, Slipped. I knew you would be a fan of the shirt. I knew you'd be a fan of the shirt.
Wonderboy
I need to mess with the TTS because it's a bit loud, and I'm trying to figure out the thing with the stuff. Okay. I think we may have gotten it. So, okay, chat, here's the thing. One, thank you. I like this shirt a lot too. It's got all the colors I like. I really enjoy this shirt. Thank you, thank you. Secondly, I know the stream has just started, but I'm trying to get this rolling. I unfortunately have substantially less time to test this out than I would have enjoyed because I am actually flying over to Vegas, well, going to Vegas tomorrow for EVO. There's actually a meet and greet on, there's actually a meet and greet at Vegas. It'll be during the thing. Friday at like noon, I think. Monitor and mute output. Close. Let's see if this actually does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to monitor and mute output, but I'm not hearing it. Let's swap that to mono. Maybe this is what we need. So basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to bring back like the $5 donation text-to-speech type stuff. The classic, you know, bringing it back, all that good stuff. But I'm not quite sure because I'm trying to make sure it figures itself out and make sure that the time thing works out properly. I'm not particularly very good at this whole thing. I wish I was better. And I normally have someone who could help me out with these kinds of things, but I'm working on it right now. Here we go. Tip alert. TTS settings. Enable. Okay, good. We'll have a 2-second text-to-speech activation delay. Here we go. Minimum amounts to activate text-to-speech. There we go. Okay. And then if we have cheer alert, we can TTS settings, delay, 2 seconds.
Hydra just subscribed. OMG, I also have a new hyper.
It's working!
I'm even starting a Gundam theme.
Okay, the TTS sucks ass, though. It's fucking terrible. Okay, we're definitely not going to enable text-to-speech for subs. No offense, chat, but, like, it's gonna get really bad. Can I change the TTS sound? Like, what their name is? Ooh, there's lots of voices. British? Wait, Welsh? Turkish? Wait, can I get Finnish in here? Can I get fucking... can I get, like Perkele Satana type shit? Finland, raw! We do have Polish. We have Ukrainian. We have Swedish. We have Romanian. We got Dutch, Norwegian, Korean, Japanese, Italian. Okay, there's one for Italian called Giorgio. I gotta do that one. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna do Giorgio. For donations. Saving. Nice. There's a little bell sound effect. I'm not quite used to that yet. Okay, we got that one. And there's no Finland, unfortunately. Now I need to do one more thing. There's a button for tipping settings. Tip panel setup. Here we go. I don't have it in the chat yet. But we gotta do that. I think that's how that goes. And then we make like a command or something in Moobot and like make it like tip. And then you just make that. And then you edit the thing and it says USD 5 plus equals TTS. Save. I think that works out. I think we got it. Hell yeah. I gotta say that shirt's pretty uncoded. Thanks. I like this shirt a lot. I do think it is very uncoded, though. I'm a bit of an unk at times, you know? I'm a bit of an unk, you know? The hair certainly is making me more unk. Oh, wait, this makes 2 fucking things now. Oh, shit. It's whatever. Hey, Brick, it's my birthday today. I'm turning 26. Thanks for getting me into Warhammer. It generally changed my life for the better besides the pile of shame. Totally understand. I got like a whole orc army that is like just completely in the pile of shame. It gets kind of wild sometimes. But I think we figured it out. I do want to do custom TTS alerts again. I think I need, you know what? I've been hanging out with a couple of people recently, and I think I'm my whimsy is coming back. I think my whimsical nature is coming back a little bit, and so goofy like alerts might be a big part of it. I've spent so much time traveling and working and like not being home that content has definitely taken a back seat, and it's been kind of sad. And I want to bring content back to the front seat, and because of that, I think we should do stupid shit like this more often. You know? So yeah. Okay, I just saw that someone has a subscribe message pop up, but I did not see. Oh, wait, hold on. I think this needs to be like full screens. And then we put the chat box down here so you're next to each other. That seems right. Save. Jarvis, start jorking it. I think it's right. I think we got it right. I think it's working out. So, holy shit. Okay, I think it worked. The downside is I couldn't hear it. Neither could we. Oh, you couldn't hear it either. Thank you, Possum, so very much for the $5 tip, though. I appreciate you, my friend. I also owe you money, so stop doing that. Okay, hold on. Let me make some adjustments. Thank you, Possum, for testing. All right, let's do a few more tests while we're here. Alert box setting, tip alert, open, sound, volume, etc. Alert donation, or 4 seconds. TTS settings. It is working. Yep. Let's emulate one of those.
Mary's tipped $10.
Oh, it's actually in Italian. I thought it was like just an accent. Wait, hold on. They have US English and US Spanish. I'm imagining the US Spanish one, because there's just Spanish, but there's also US Spanish. I wonder if that's going to be like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they start putting on like horribly racist Spanish accents. Gotta get real racist with it, are we? Let's do Vanessa. Let's do Vanessa. Okay, let's try that out again.
Tricks tip $10.
How about Evelyn?
Hina tip $10.
That sound the exact same. Oh God. We could always do Brian. What the fuck?
Heaven's Devil 94 Cheer Dex 500, Lord Brick, I must request an update on whether or not you are going to play Funny Horse Girl game.
That worked out well. That worked out pretty good. That worked out much better. Okay. So cheer alert's pretty good. There are currently no plans for Funny Horse Girl game currently. I was going to play it, and then I got busy, and now I think people like care a little bit less now. And so I'm a little bit less interested in that. I'm going to remove announce action. No, I'll keep announce action. Okay. I think I'm pretty good. Adepta Gunaritas, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Sorry, we're doing straight to glue. Straight to glue. But you know how it goes. Testing sent while driving. Can I replay this activity? Okay, perhaps I need to save this because maybe we're still on like the cheer text-to-speech settings. Hold on. Okay, I think it's because we were in the settings. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Here we are, chat. Hello. I hope everyone's doing quite well. I am back for a little bit of time. I'll be streaming today and most likely tomorrow. And then by doing so, I will be then leaving for EVO. If you see me at EVO, please say hello and howdy. If you do not, eat shit. And that's the plan for the day. That is pretty simple. Well, that one didn't work either, Final Anubis. Regardless, on the aggregate about Power Armor, one of the top comments would bet my whole Night Lord's army that if you asked DK what year World War I started, he would psych himself out to be the correct answer. I said that I would take that bet and bring it up to you. So who wins the bet, me or the guy who made the comment? Good point. That's pretty funny, though. That is very, very funny, though. I'll have to try this one out. I'll have to give that one a figure out. Also, Fib, thank you for the 1,000 bits as well. Though I don't know why it didn't. Oh, it was replayed. Someone give to the Prime sub, Zubenheimer. Replay activity. I'm going to refresh this. Perhaps it just needs to catch up. It says it's making sound, but it's not doing anything. I'm not quite sure exactly what to do. What the fuck? Well, it didn't make the sound for that one either, man. Holy moly. Okay. I want to get into the thing we want to do, but it's a little bit of an awkward situation here because I don't know how to thank Anon. It's Anon. Anon is just like Anon. I don't know who to say thank you to. It's just Anon. Subscriber alert. Subscriber event, gift. It makes sounds when I have this thing open. But not the... It's the 4chan guy. Who is this 4chan? Classic. Okay, well... Regardless... It's saved. We're here. Thank you so much for the subs. Really fucking appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Here we are. Okay, you know what, chat? While we talk, I'm gonna start off with this. Because it's a little bit easier than doing what I was going to start doing initially. So, some of you have actually already been getting your sweet 6-pack brand new jug, flavor, and desk mats. And some of you have been snagging it pretty recently. Others who got the fancy, all three of them, were promised a signed little postcard by yours truly for your thing. I am here to do exactly that. So I am here to start signing postcards for you all in the meantime, because that is, cool as shit. My ass do actually be signing. And so I thought we would go ahead and do a little bit of signing stuff while we're here and talking and chatting, because that is a really good idea to, spend some time, chat a little bit, have a nice little day where we spend, where we just kind of go through all of our stuff. And then in between some signing, if my hands get tired and all that, we can go ahead and like, start opening up some magic packs, That'd be pretty good. Apparently the audio is still screwed up though. I mean, the hundo gifter is still insane, and I don't know who you are, but I really do appreciate that. I don't know who you are, Anon, but you're very sweet. Sage Snake, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub as well. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you, thank you. There's some, Burglars, do you still have a P.O. box? I do not. Well, okay, that's not true. I do have a P.O. box, but not a public P.O. box. I use it for work and stuff. We've, eventually, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, even at like small bricky size, some of the gifts were getting a little, like there was a lot, you know? We do still get the ding-a-ling. So you guys hear the ding-a-ling. So you can still hear that? Maybe I need to reset my OBS. Maybe it's an OBS thing. My ding-a-ling, my ding-ding-dong. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. You know what was kind of funny? The touch my tra-la-la thing, that song, I can only ever remember it from like an old little YouTube video back in the day called Stick Figures on Crack. And that was like the thing I watched the most ever. God, it's I feel so old doing that. Hey, Bricky has finished painting mandrakes for Kill Team, and I'm debating getting either the Necron Kill Team or the Night Lords. If you're referring to the new Necron Kill Team, I gotta be honest, that new one is really sick. And so, but I mean, the Night Lords one apparently is also really good. I don't actually know much about the Kill Team gameplay, besides that's like a little different from the 40k stuff. So I can't tell you what's best in that world, but you know. Were you also a stickpage.com enjoyer? Dude, okay, I gotta be honest. Stickpage.com was a weird site. I used it a ton. All the goddamn time. Also, Chunky Noodle Soup, thanks for the resub. I used that site all the goddamn time. And doing that, like, how do I say this? It was a great site. It had lots of good games. It had lots of good stuff. But I must admit, half of the things that you played on that site were like torture and murder stick figures in horrible ways. Those were like half of the things that were on that site. Very strange stuff. My favorite part about signing people's stuff is that I'll be able to just like make my little brick guy all kinds of ways. We should make some like angry ones. Smudge. Dude, it's a rare pull. It's a rare pull. You're so right. Wait, hold on. Hold on. We gotta make these rare. Wait, hold on. I got an idea. I'm using my foot to grab this. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Got it. All right. The rare gold. Okay, that one wasn't very good. Sorry. Okay, this thing is out of ink. Hold on one more time. This is what it's like to be jury. Got some silvers. All right. Are you ready for the one-of-one pull, chat? Are you ready for the one-on-one pull? The one of one. The one of one poll. That we'll see who gets it on the for the stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is I'm going to finish up this stack because we actually have a few of these. Chat, the amount of people that bought the desk mat, the jug, and the new flavor, well, not new flavor, but new flavor art, ranges to almost 1,000 people. So we have to sign 1,000 of these, which is going to get wild. Very, very wild. To make a rare glorp feat as well. I can't make a glorp. I can't make a glorp, man. Glorps are, like, that's hard, man. Okay, new idea. I'm going to sign this one, but I'm going to sign it while looking at the camera. Not at the ground. Or not my hands. He's a little lopsided, but he has the spirit. All right, you guys can hear all the notifications. I can't, but I'll live with that for a little bit of time. Oh wait, maybe oh wait, I might have an idea. Is the audio output monitor there? That's why the monitoring output device is different than it needs to be. I'm gonna replay one. Okay, I didn't hear that either. What the fuck? Oh wait, I put the wrong one on. That's why. We're actually on the Rodecaster main stereo. One more time. Replay. I still didn't hear it. Refresh. Replay activity. One more time. Replay activity. Refresh. Replay activity. Yeah, I can't hear shit. Whatever, man. Fuck it. I think I need to restart OBS. All right. That was the first stack of the first stack of cards for people. Again, chat, around 1,000 is insane. You all were very, very generous and kind with the stuffs that you burned. Oh god, there's a bunch of shavings. Shall we open up? So I'm gonna show you. So let's talk about the magic packs we're opening up. In this particular situation, no, Wizards of the Coast did not send me any product. This actually came for myself and only for myself. I actually picked these up from the shout out to the Irvine Spectrum game chest store that my aunt is a part of, and she hooked me up because she's fucking awesome. She sold 1, 2, and the big play booster, regular play booster slot here at the store. Great store, great people. Irvine Spectrum is also just a really cool mall. It's very big, has a Ferris wheel in it. It's fucking ritzy as hell, but it's really cool. And they were, I don't know what people are selling these for now, because I know that they don't sell them at MSRP very much because of, you know, the Pokemon crowd got into Magic and ruined everything. I'm sorry, Pokemon players, but but it's kind of your fault. She sold me these for $300 a pop, which is, as far as I'm aware, not too bad. Apparently they're going for quite a decent amount more lately, so I don't know. That's like 100 off market. Hell yeah. Okay, I think, is it 250 that's MSRP? And so this would be like 400 or whatever. Yeah, that's cheap. I'm never touching this hobby. No. So, okay, so Casually Bree, this is a collector booster box. These include like the really fucking fancy stuff. And because it's really fucking fancy, they cost more money. It's like rares and foils or whatever they call it. Like they call it. If you want to get like actual just decks and stuff, it's actually not very expensive to play Magic. The problem is that when you play Magic, you never are okay with just one deck. That's the problem with Magic. Is it's not like, if you want to be like, I want to get myself a nice deck or a pre-con, it's actually not too bad. But you'll never get one deck, man. You'll play one deck and be like, what if I could make it better in this way? And then you get screwed over. Anyway, regardless from all of that, I'm gonna go ahead. I bought these with my real money. I actually don't resell any of my cards that I don't necessarily like have to. I tend to keep all the cards I really want to use because I buy these because I want to have nice cards to use those nice cards, not because I'm not like a reseller. It's not my vibe. Anything that is worth a lot of money, I give to a buddy of mine to sell, and he takes some of the profits. And then we go from there. I mean, you know, I got a flex. I mean, we did pull one of these, and I still have it. You know, I didn't sell it yet or anything or give it away. I might sell it because I just don't much care about the traveling chocobo. But it is the traveling chocobo. So, you know. Actually, speaking of, there is a new, I'm trying to make a new deck recently. I've found out that I'm quite the politics Andy. I really like goad. I like when people have a lot of decisions. So I got a few cards here because I want to run a Nelly Borka Impulsive Accuser deck, which is a Boros deck. And so this one is gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of turn, which is super fun. Sacred Fire is just some extra health and life with a flashback, which is nice. And then I like Angel Fire Ignition because you can add, it says put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until the end of turn. I find that one fun because, one, it's very good to keep Nelly Borka alive. But also, I realize as a sorcery, I could goad an enemy target creature and then use this and be like, you know what? You've been nice to me. Here you go. Trample the fuck out of your friend. Which are really enjoyable. I really like goad. It's a very fun mechanic. The other deck I want to run is actually a Gaudy deck. Or is it Gaunty? Which one's Jeff Bridges? Nope. Jeff Goldblum? Nope. Johnny Depp. Which one's Johnny Depp? And which, it's Gaunty, thank you. Target opponent. So this is a little bit rude, but like I was kind of looking at this. And I was thinking, okay, well, you have a nice, like, either insta-kill or token board wipe. And then you've also got, like, force someone to discard a card, force someone to discard 2 cards, and then an instant death touch and draw a card. They're pretty rude, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like cards that make people discard cards are really, really rude. But it's even funnier if I make someone discard cards and then take their cards from them and then play them against them. It's very goofy to me. I won't make a lot of friends that way, but it's pretty good. Which Gaunty? Oh, not the high cost one. Either Lord of Luxury or Night Minister. I kind of swap between the two. They're both kind of fun. I think probably I might do like a Flicker one and therefore do Lord of Luxury, but I haven't fully decided quite yet. I will say though, he is kind of dripped out with the other one, the Inquisitor one. Anyway, let's go ahead and start us off light. I have an Innistrad pack here that I'm kind of curious to open, so I'm gonna do that just for the hell of it to kind of start us off fun. What we got here? Nice. Very good. An immediate duress. Love that. What we got here? Might of the Old Ways. Crossroads Candle Guide. Flip the Switch. Behemoth. Cavalry. Effigy. Eaten Alive. Sungold Barrage. Yo, bird admirer. Vivisection. Whatever that is. Oh, God. Storm Skrillex. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Oh, God, and it's an Is It card? Oof, I'm going to keep that. This is going to go insanely hard in my Gearson Starn deck. Put you over there. War, discard a card. Whenever Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield, attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, the opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. It's alright. Swamp. 1 swamp, please. One singular swamp, please. Alright. Shall we? Ugh. Let's do it. So, chat, I should not have to explain to you how much I like space. How much I enjoy space in general. Just the vision of it all. Just the visual. I actually had my buddy hand me one of these earlier because he pulled it and I really wanted it. Like, oh, look at that, dude. I'm a very, I'm a huge basic land Andy. I love basic lands. It's one of my favorite things. And I'm so happy about this set because it looks fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. All right. Let's and you know, I actually bought a bunch of the Unfinity sets literally only for their basic lands. That being said, I might start making a Mr. House like attraction built deck because of that. Because there are actually like uses for the attractions of Mr. House. All right. So we got drone. Flying token can block only creatures with flying. What is this? Robot. 2/2 artifact creature. Damn, that robot kind of sexy though, don't you think? Holy. All right, let's see what we got here. Banishing. I don't actually know what the cards in this set do, so I'm actually learning as we go. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until. Oh, okay. So it's one of those like lock and key enchantments. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Fungal Colossus. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. 6 set in with 1 green 5/5. All right. Banishing is a reprint. Oh, is it? Is there a way if you know things are a reprint or not? It's fine. Cloud Sculpt Technician. Flying. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0. All right. I mean, 1/4. What is this? Beam Saw Prospector. When this creature dies, create a lander token. It's an artifact with 2 sacrifice this token. Search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, and tap the shovel. Oh, wow. Wait, that's actually like a pretty good token. Lander token? Well, I guess it costs 2. But it's also like, that's huge utility. That's great ramp. And there's lots of ways to increase your tokens. Dark Endurance. That's a cool looking card. The spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a blocking creature. Target creature gets +2/0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Wow. Wait, wow. So basically a 1 black mana for indestructible and +2 if you're blocking. That's pretty good. Holy hell. Damn. All right. Systems Override. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. untap that permanent. It gains haste until the end of turn. If it's a spacecraft, put 10 charge counters on it. If you do, remove 10 charge counters from the beginning of your next end step. Honestly, that's actually pretty good for like in a goat deck. Because it's another steal a thing. And if it's it's artifact or creature too. I love stealing stuff. I'm keeping this one. I'm putting this one in my Nelly Borka. Rayblade Trooper. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever a non-token creature you control with a +1/+1 counter dies, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Huh. When it dies, create a token. Really? Huh. Who are you? Halea, Ascendant Cadet. Commander, 5 cost, green, white. Whenever she enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever one or more creatures you control +1/+1 counters deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Wait, that sounds very good. I mean, card draw and lots of +1/+1 counters, I guess. I mean, maybe 5 mana is a bit expensive, but I'm not sure.
_snake tipped $25.
I can't hear
Mr.
this,
Brick.
but I know TTS is talking right now.
YouTube since your For Honor time.
You started your
but got
Adric
a lot more
episodes.
involved when you started your Adric episodes, starting with Krieg. I love your stuff and hope you
I'm
keep
waiting for the
making
little
them
green
since you
bar to
started
end
my
so I can
40K
answer.
addiction.
Thank you, Sage Snake. Thank you very, very much. That's quite kind of you. I appreciate it a ton. Hot damn. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much for that. 5 mana is a little high. Annul. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. It's a 1 mana counter spell for artifacts or enchantments. That's, man, can you imagine bringing in like a 7 cost fucking spaceship and someone just being like Lamau? I don't know how many things are reprints, so I'm not. Oh, Swamp. Oh, Swamp. God damn, that's pretty. Oh, God. All right. Get out of the goddamn breeding pool. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life if you don't enter tapped. It's kind of sick, though. Ooh. Glittering Massive? This land enters tapped, cycling to... Ooh. Hell yeah. Memorial Vault. Artifact. Sacrifice another artifact. Exile the top X cards of your library will access the 1 plus the mana value of the sacrifice artifact. You may play those cards this turn. I mean, is that good? Because I feel like you won't have any mana to do so. Oh, maybe. Depends on the situation, I suppose. Oh, shit. That's pretty. Ink Moth Nexus. Add colorless mana. This land becomes a 1/1 Phyrexian Blink Moth artifact creature with flying and infect until end of turn. It's still a land. Dude, that rules. Oh, is that a piss box? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta get my piss box. One moment. I gotta get my piss box. Ray Gamer, thanks for the sub. Okay, sorry, chat. I mean, I did want to separate the piss box with all the Final Fantasy cards and the non-piss box. So I'm going to be using a different color box. I'm going to be using the blood box. The blood box. Ooh, this card looks cool too. Space-Time Anomaly. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. That's funny. My life total, huh? Ooh, that's also really pretty. Jorphy, thanks for the Prime sub as well. Appreciate it. Breeding Pool goes in the blood box also. Does it? All right, I'll put that in there. Huh. All right, pretty cool stuff so far. I need to make some piles to my right. That, like, for what everything is. So this would be a white, a white, a white. We got green, green, red, red, black. And then we got blue. Put these over here, black and red. And then we can take tokens and put them over here as well. Sick. All right. I feel like a pretty good box so far. Let's do another one. The big thing about Breeding Pool and other Shocklands is they have a land type so you can fetch them. It's pretty good. Oh, there's a... Wait. They don't got perforation on these bitches? Have I seen Corvoid Fae Cursed King yet? No, I have not. There we go. Do you have any interest in competitive formats or just casual fun games? Generally just casual. I'm a fan of competition in general. I like to fight people in games because it's fun. But I tend to not much care about the winning of the games. I care about the doing of it and like making like funny things with people. So there is very much a world in which I play EDH with like a really offshoot deck to trick people and manipulate them and then win that way because they've been manipulated. Ooh, art. Neat. Pretty art. All right, what do we got here? Biosynthetic Burst. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, and indestructible until end of turn. Untap it. Wow. Am I crazy or does that sound really good? +1/+1 on target creature, reach, trample, and indestructible for 2 mana. And you untap it. Wow. Huh. Limited Goat. All right. Hole Carver. 1 cost, 1/1 Death Touch. Love it. Beautiful. Perfect. Don't need anything else past that. Grav Kill. Exile target creature or spacecraft. I mean, it's a 4 cost, so it's a little strong. It's a little costy, but the art is amazing. Absolutely incredible. Got another Dark Endurance, so I'll just put that together with the rest of those. Melded Moxite. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice this artifact, create a 2/2 colors robot token. I mean, draw 2, discard 1, or discard 1, draw 2, I guess, is pretty darn good. Like for a 2 cost red, that seems kind of neat for the most part. What do you call red and black again? Is it Rakdos? Is that what you call it? Okay. So we got a Rakdos Interceptor Mechim, flying artifact creature robot, 4 cost. When this creature enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's good. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Well, seems pretty good. Yeah, it's 4 costs, but it seems pretty good. What the hell is this? The Hyper Blade. Equipped creature gets +3/+1. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, attach this equipment to a target creature you control. Oh, interesting. So it has a really high equip cost at 4, but you can get around that because it only costs 1 to arrive. Oh, okay. There's a lot of black in this hand. Scrounge for Eternity. Additional cast cost of the spell or sacrifice an artifact or creature. Return target creature or spacecraft card with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then create a lander token? That's only a 3 cost, man. All I gotta do is sack a creature? I'm playing black. What do you mean? Return a creature or spacecraft with mana value 5 or less and create a lander. That's huge value. I might put that in my Gonti deck. It'll Void Infiltrator. This creature can be blocked. Jellyfish Rogue. If you have cast 2 or more spells this turn, whenever this creature deals combat damage, draw a card. Yeah, that's fun. Ooh, Fancy Island. Fancy Island. Thank you for the resubs, chat. I love these basic lands, man. They look so good. They look so good. Oh, I got the commander guy. Momentum, the right hand. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells on the top of your library. Artifacts you control have add blue. Spend that mana to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Yeah, dude, it's Momentum. That's sick. 5 is a little high, but that's kind of cool. Long range sensor. Whenever you attack a player, put a charge counter on this artifact. Remove 2 charge counters. Discovery 4. Activate only as a sorcery. What is Discovery 4? What does Discovery do? Discovery is like Cascade for mana value 4. Oh. Reveal top 4 and play 4 or less. And put the rest on the bottom of your deck, I assume. Cast the spell or add it to hand. Oh, okay. We've got weapons manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions with this. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Huh. Just make stuff and then bomb. What the hell is this? Shambling Vent. Look at that art, dude. Land. This land enters tapped. Add white or black. Until end of turn, this land becomes a 2/3 white and black elemental creature with lifelink. It's still a land. Dude, that's so sick looking. Holy, that looks so good. Is this a blood box? I'm putting it in blood box. Sunset Saboteur. Menace, word discover a card. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature an opponent controls. An opponent controls? Oh, he's a 4/1 2 cost. Wait a minute. Oh, no. My Go deck is in my Go deck is in Boros. Damn, that would have been so funny. That would have been exceptionally goofy. I'm gonna play like a... This is called Lo-Fi Video Game Beats. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna be quiet, but you know. I'm just swapping it over for a bit. All right. Chat, I think we do one more, And then we do some more signing. What do you say? I don't know what Ouija board. I don't know what history means, but I play Commander. I only pretty much play Commander because I build my decks for Commander, and I like the format the most because I think it's very fun. I think politics and playing stuff with friends is my favorite part of this game, and so Standard just doesn't really do it for me. Human Soldier, 1/1. Oh, there's a lander token. That's sick. All right. Intrepid Tenderfoot. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate only as a sorcery. 3 mana. What the hell? 2-coster? Depressurize. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Then if that creature's power is 0 or less, destroy it. Ah, so it's kind of doing both sides of things. Mental Modulation. This spell costs 1 less to cast during your turn. Tap target artifact or creature, draw a card. They just be giving card draw to blue for no reason. Grav Pack Monoist. Flying, when this creature dies, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Alright. What is this? Cavarin Sky Warden. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature has reach. It's a 4/5 and it's a 5 cost. What? Oh, okay, this is cool. Target Trajectory. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn void. The creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or was warped. Full Bore. Target creature you control gets +3/+2 until end of turn. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, it also gains trample and haste. That's funny. I'm putting that in my Boros. Bricky, do you know about the foil curling? Yeah, but I play my cards, so it's like whatever. Seam Rip. And I jizzed it. No, that's the wrong one. And I rip my pants. The SpongeBob. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls mana value 2 or less. Oh, so it's like that other card that we did, but like but not as good. Steel Swarm Operator. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Spend this mana only to activate abilities of artifact sources. That's just a little bit of ramp and stuff. Yo, look at that planes. It's all like bubbly. It's got like little bubbly foils. That's so sick. Ooh. Cute. Zoo Ifit. Osteoharmonist. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to all other types and has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery. Just, oh my god, what's that like Spider-Man thing where it's like, you could have been doing, like, you could have been using your technology to cure cancer. I don't want to kill cancer. I want to make people into dinosaurs. Oh, Igner, by the way, you don't need to post that in the YouTube chat. It's all good. They have super chats and stuff. Solar Array. Add 1 mana of any color when you next cast an artifact spell so that it's probably in Sunburst. What is Sunburst? No way, stumbled on MTG stream. Hardly anyone plays this in Manchester, UK anymore. Dude, I don't know how far away Manchester is from Brighton, but you gotta go to Brighton. They play that shit like crazy over there. For each color, you get a counter. Oh. It's very far. Oh, sorry. We've got Midnight Harmonizer. Whenever a land you control enters, double the power of this target creature. Warp. Wow, okay, I mean a 4/4 with landfall. It's kind of neat. It's pretty sick, actually, yeah. That would be pretty good in, like, Tifa. I mean, I think I would be pretty good in Tifa, but, you know, Viva Italiano. Cathedral of War. This land enters tapped. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, the creature gets +1/+1 to the end of turn. Add colorless mana. It's pretty cool. Ooh, this is pretty. Sacred Foundry. Land, mountain plains. If this land, and oh, it's a shock land. It's a Boros shock land. Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna keep this one for myself. Hell yeah. Okay, chat seems to be going pretty good on that. Yeah, that one's for my Boros deck, 100%. That one's gonna go in my Nelly Borka deck. The only reason I'm putting things in the piss box is just to keep them safe. A lot of these other cards are cool, but like I want to keep the cards that I want to use safe. You know what, chat? I was going to sign a bit more, but you know what? Bricky Galaxy foil is like $50. Oh, sick. Well, I'm not gonna get $50 for it because I'm gonna use it. So. All right. Oh shit. All right. Before we actually start signing more stuff, I'm gonna do one regular play booster. I still kind of want to read some of the cool cards that we can get from this. All right, that's a token. What we got here? That's another Hull Carver, another Mental Manipulation. Oh god, I love this art. The creature enters a +1/+1 counter on each other creature and/or artifact you control. That's cool. Diplomatic Relations. Target creature gets +1/0 and gains Vigilance until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to a creature and opponent controls. Ooh, fun fighting. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1 on this creature. Oh, okay. Pretty cool. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Mecha, huh? 3/3 haste. Station Monitor. Whenever you cast your second spell's turn, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact. Reroute Systems. Choose one. Target artifact or creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Damage and effects that say destroy don't destroy it. Or well, yeah. Deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. Whenever, ooh, landfall. Whenever something enters, you gain 1 life. Yay! Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That is going in my Aristocrats deck. Yo, is that a lobster man? Artifacts you control are foods, in addition to other types, and have sacrifice for gain 3 life. Sacrifice a food. Ragos deals 3 damage to each opponent. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life this turn, untap Ragos. Huh. It's like a little lobster guy. Dude, he's like a shrimp man. Magic the Brickening, you know it. Divert Disaster. Counter target spell until controller pays 2. If they do, you create a land or token. Huh! That's kind of fun, actually. Swamp. He's making shrimp fried rice. Wouldn't that be like cannibalism? All right. We gotta start doing stuff here. Teal Velvet, thanks for the resub. Appreciate you very much. We gotta start getting these things rolling with the signing. I really hope you get the alt version of the lobster. It's so beautiful. We do have 2 full collector booster boxes to go through, so we might need to do exactly that. Also, chat, I hear that they I saw that they defined what the Terminus decree was in 40K, and it's kind of shit. I'm not a new lore is bad Andy, because there's a lot of weirdos out there who get like who think it's like all bad, which I don't think is the case. But this one's kind of shit, yeah. It's it should have honestly it should have stayed a secret. Dude, he's like high as fuck. Yeah. It's basically like if the Emperor is ever resurrected or gets off of his throne, you have to put him back there. And you must kill like custodians and stuff to do so. It's very weird. It's very ass. It's also not even like a Grey Knight thing. Like, that should be a fucking custodian thing. Yo, he is really high. You should make like a Bricky here where his eyes are just like the whole thing. A booba. A goo goo gaga. Alright, I'm gonna put this just so, okay, because people are gonna ask if they miss the stuff. I am gonna put this right here to make people realize that they have not. Just so there's like a little like carrot on the stick. Not shitting on you there, Mr. Nubs. Just I noticed the comment. I'm like, oh, I should probably make a change. I feel shitted on. Chat, shit on this chatter with me. So that he can, or she, well, the name is Mr., so I'm gonna go with he, can handle it. As we can find solace in the fact that Drago's probably dead. I don't think he's dead. He's too, you know what? If the Emperor TTS did not exist, I think maybe I would have agreed with you. But I think the character has become too much of a meme fan favorite that they will not kill him, but rather, like, they're just gonna reboot his model in like next edition, which blows ass that they're gonna wait that long. But you know, Bricky, would you consider multi-streaming to kick as well? Absolutely fucking not. I will not. It's already difficult enough managing 2 chats, and I'm gonna have to get the gambling addicts on my chat as well. Not interested. Listen, we're already gambling addicts here with Magic the Gathering cards. I don't need a whole bunch of like actual fucking DraftKings ass gambling addicts. Also, and I'll just be honest about this one. Have you seen the people who watch Kick? They aren't sending their best, man. They are not sending their best. It is actually wild that if I co-streamed on like TikTok, I probably would have a better community which is wild to say that like, oh yeah, TikTok is the easier option. Crazy, man. I used to work for a company that worked for DraftKings and FanDuel, and from first-hand experience, they both suck. Dude, DraftKings was trying to get, like, they sent me sponsorship requests so often. I received one of them, like, maybe every day. Either from them or other kind of, like, rug pull shit. And I had to tell, like, I had to basically make a copy paste that just said Bricky does not take any sponsorships involving gambling, crypto, or AI. And I had to literally like copy paste that because I was getting a request from at least one of those 5 times a day. It got absolutely horrendous. Don't get me wrong. They paid. Oh, did they pay? But I just can't do that, man. Don't get me wrong. My general moral sentiment can be adjusted. My morals can be flexed and bent, no doubt. You know, if they were like stream DraftKings for 5 hours and we'll give you $1 million. Sorry, chat, but like, I'm gonna do it. But I wouldn't have done it for like 100K. And that is like between, like, that's like 20x. Or I don't know exactly how much X that is. I need to do the math, but it'd be a lot. Look, I get it, but different kind of morals slipped. For example, sometimes you take a game sponsor because you get the opportunity to play with your friends, and you know you can enjoy the game to a certain level. Sometimes the game you play involves a funny Italian harlequin, a wizard, and a cultist, and the game is in a really, really bad spot and definitely made you feel a little bit weird at the first hour in. But you took it, you had to do it, and you didn't quite know the extent of it until you launched the game. So, sometimes it just happens. That's the hardest part about game sponsors. You get like, hey, will you sponsor like our game? It's coming out on this day, and you're like, yeah, sure, this seems kind of neat. Or like, this is done by a famous person who has made good games before. And then you start streaming Mind's Eye, and you're like, oh, fuck. But you gotta put a smile on because you said yes, and you're already doing it, and you Oh yeah, we have 100% had some duds here. I think I'm mostly pretty good with my game sponsors. I think I'm like 80%. Maybe even a little higher than that. Maybe even like 80, 85. I definitely think I'm like 4 out of 5 on my game sponsors. But there is definitely the occasional bad. Oh God, Woodolph. Yeah, dude, that one probably was the worst. I don't think I've had a worse one than that. Wait, you stream Mind's Eye? No, I didn't, but a bunch of my friends did. I saw an article about the CEO saying people were like being paid to review bomb their game. And I was going to, and then when I saw that article, I read the article, not just the headline, and then I said, no, never mind. But a lot of my friends did not see that article. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the sponsors I take are relatively niche. And I wouldn't call bad, just maybe like not perfect. Most of the things I take are at least like a B-. And sometimes you get unlucky. Does happen. And then sometimes it's just easy. Like, sometimes I'll take a sponsor and it'll be like Helldivers. And like, yeah, I do have to say, thank you, Sony. I love you, Sony. Despite some of their shenanigans, but it is fucking Helldivers, you know? What's been your worst game sponsor? Probably that zombie game that we played. I don't even remember the name of that one. Okay, I'll probably stick to sponsors without me to speak my true opinion on it. They all let me do that. I don't take a sponsor that doesn't let me do that. However, contracts are intentionally vague. That is a major component of it all. And when you have intentionally vague content, it says often like no needless bashing of the product, which is not like a bad phrase, like no needless bashing. And I'll be like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. I don't want to like I'm not going to just totally shit on this for no reason, hence the phrase needless. But then you start to get to a situation where you're like, oh, well, what if something, you know, like it's kind of bad, and then they say, ooh, this was not a very good moment right here, and then they try to say, well, look at this needless bashing, and then they start to be a problem. It creates a really weird situation. Thanks, Anonymous, for the gift sub. Have a good stream, Bricky. Oh, thanks, Flips. Very random. We had an Anon give like 100, and then I have no idea who they were. So I guess it just got shot out into the fucking ethos of some sort. But hey, you know, I'm cool with it. I'm happy with it. Like, can I get an exclamation point shout out for Simple Flips, please, if you do not mind? Figure it was a random, yeah, it was a random gift like that. But yeah, either way, I'm pretty happy with it. No, we're doing quite well. Thank you. We're doing some signatures for some gamer subs drop we did about a bit ago, and they're all coming around. And now we're gonna open some magic cards because, I mean, you know we're gonna do that. You know we're gonna do that. All right. I want to blow on. Well, I mean, you know, me when I'm a fucking leaf blower. I'm gonna blow. Bricky, pull a Galaxy Foil Godless Shrine, please. Galaxy Foil Godless. You said Godless Shrine? It won't be in this one, but it will be in the next one. All right, let's check it out. Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them sooner or later. Ugh. Insects all over the shop. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Zealous Display. Creatures you control get +2 until end of turn. If it is not your turn, untap those creatures. Ooh, if it's not your turn, it's pretty sick. Ooh, we got a spaceship! The Worm Whale Sweeper. When this spacecraft enters, surveil 2. Tap another creature you control. Oh, yeah, no, station. 2/2 flying. Pretty. We got another Banishing Light. Got another Caveron Skywarden. Grav Blade Heavy. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1. It has Death Touch. Okay, kind of neat there. Steel. We have another Steel Swarm Operator. Molecular Modifier. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until the end of turn. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. Pulsar Squadron Ace. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a spacecraft from among a ham. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card in your hand this way, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Brood Guard Elite. Or like Breed Guard Elite. Look at them chompers. This creature I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. With X +1/+1 counters on it, when this creature leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Hey, what's up, Cracker? I can't say that, like, actually, but you know what I mean. Thank you for the 63-month resub. What's up? Pleasure having you back. Thank you. Oh, look at that mountain. Holy. God, I love the basic lands on this set. They're so good. They're so good. Ugh. Singularity Rapture. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. Huh. Rounded down, huh? Half their library. Okay, this is cool. Depth Shaker Titan. This creature enters any number of target non-creature artifacts you control, become a 3/3 artifact creature. Sacrifice them at the beginning of your next end step. Each artifact creature that you control has melee, trample, and haste. That's so fucking funny. So if you have like a full artifact build, you just put this thing in here and you're like, the robots come alive! And they all beat the shit out of you. That's so sick. Death Toll, thanks for the 1650 bits, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Also, what's up, Ursh? Dude, I know, right? Those in the Infinity Lands, they're so sick. Oh, that's pretty. Beyond the Quiet. Exile all creatures and spacecraft. Still not as good as Farewell. But Farewell, okay, why is Farewell not a game changer? Farewell needs to be a game changer. Mana Confluence. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color. That's pretty cool looking. It's not foil or nothing, but it is really cool. Are you sure, chat? It's not like a foil or nothing, though. Are we really putting this one in the blood box? Really? All right, I'll put it in the box. I'll put it in the blood box. If you say so, chat. Also, we got Seer Von Dam, Sunstar Exemplar. Orzhov, 2/2, Vigilance Menace. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile with a +1/+1 counter, and you gain 1 life. When Seer dies or is put into exile, while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. That's pretty cool, actually. I think I'm going to put that on my Orzhov deck. All right. So what was the card I promised would be in this next one? I said this card is going to be in this next one. Remind me what it was? Kind of does look like Dune, doesn't it? Probably wasn't the intention. Godless Shrine Galaxy Foil is what you said, huh? White-black Shockland? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I got this rolling. Yo, Nexus Arm 98. Thank you for the resub. Very kind of you. All right. We got this really cool artwork card. Love those. All right. Rig for War. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike and reach until the end of turn. There's the Lux Knight Breacher again. Decode Transmissions. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn and the spell was warped this turn, instead you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life. Oh, that's kind of neat. Self-Craft Mechan. Creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a +1/+1 and draw a card. Not bad. What is this? Thaumaton Torpedo. Sacrifice this artifact. Destroy a target non-land permanent. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you attack with a spacecraft this turn. Oh, okay, so it's like a kill. It's a kill shot. Tractor Beam. Enchant creature or spacecraft. When this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Oh, enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. I do love stealing, but this is a blue steal, so it's not as fun. Survey Mechan. Flying hexproof. This creature cannot be the target. Oh, right, of course. 10 mana. Sacrifice this creature. It deals 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Okay. That actually seems kind of neat. A 6-cost Dawn Strike Vanguard. Lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than this creature. Holy hell. Okay. That's quite good. Never seen that card before. Tapestry Warden. Vigilance. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Huh. Using permanents. Oh, okay. So kind of it flip-flops to whatever is the stronger option, basically. We got an island again. God, it's so pretty. God, it's so nice. I love it so much. We have Devastating Onslaught. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until the end of turn. Sacrifice them at the beginning of your next end step. How can I abuse this with ETB cards? How can I abuse this? Have you seen a Tolly? No. I'll look into that. Oh, what is this? Hearth Hull, the World Seed. Spacecraft. Station. Sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards. You may play an additional land this turn. Ooh. Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever you sacrifice a land, each opponent loses 2 life. Huh. Cool-ass card, man. Frenzied Baloth. The spell can't be countered. Trample Haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Combat damage cannot be prevented. That's so funny. It's just like a fuck you, we're playing my world now. Chat, quick question while I'm here. What you said, one of you said Galaxy Foil. What does that mean? You said this was Galaxy Foil. Does that mean like the little circly dots? Like the little dots all over it instead of like a full? Gotcha. Thank you. So is that their version of like a Surge Foil is? Kind of like from the other one? Well, this next card I got is a Galaxy Foil. Blink Moth Nexus. Add 1 mana. This land becomes a 1/1 Blink Moth artifact creature with flying until the end of turn. Target Blink Moth creature is +1/+1 until end of turn. Blink Moth Nexus. God, that's pretty. Huh. $200 minimum? Really? Okay, in the box it goes. Then we also got Consult the Star Charts. Look at the top X cards of your library, X the number of the lands you control, put one of those cards from your hand and suppose keep 2 of the rest of your hand. I don't play blue, so I don't really know enough about blue. A lot of people hate blue because of blue's control power, but if I'm going to be perfectly honest, if Magic the Gathering did not have blue, Magic would be such a worse game. You need someone to be able to stop someone from running away with Solitaire. That's the opinion green players are not able to survive. Me, the blue player, drinking drinking straight tequila after being insulted by Timmy for the 17th time today after he finished off his 3rd round of Elmer's glue mixed with vodka. Wow, Timmy, another Hydra deck I see. So original. Esper is the best color combo. You mean like the Sentinel? Oh, hey, it's a Sliver. Creepy little fucker. Or a robot. All right. Squire! Squire's Lightblade. When this equipment enters attached to our creature control, that creature gains first strike at the end of turn. They get +1/+0, equip 3. Oh, it's also got Flash. The Comet Crawler. Lifelink. When this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature artifact. It gets +2 until end of turn. Cute little gribble. Caveron Turbodrome. Target creature you control gets +1/+1, gains haste until the end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. That is going in my goad deck. More haste is lovely. Yo, it's the Corgo! The Chrome Companion! Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. Put target card from a graveyard at the bottom of its owner's library. Huh. Little corgi dude. There's another one of those melted moxites. There is another Annul. Sammy, Ship's Engineer, Boros. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact token. Might be kind of fun if we want to make my Go deck a little bit more aggressive. Dubious Delicacy. This artifact enters up to 1 target creature gets -3/-3 until the turn. Sacrifice artifact, gain 3 life. Sacrifice artifact, target opponent loses 3 life. Not bad. Not bad. Pull through the Weft. Return up to 2 target non-land permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Then return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I guess that's pretty good. It's a 5 cost, but why would my lands be in the graveyard? Maybe if I like a mill deck of sorts? Plains! Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, man. Halia, Guided by Light. 3 cost white. Or another creature artifact you control enters, you gain 1 life. Beginning of your end step, if you draw a card, you gain 3 or more life this turn. Ooh, I like that. I actually might, I was considering running down like a Celestine deck. Baloth Prime. When this creature enters tap with 6 stun counters, whenever you sacrifice a land, create a tapped 4/4 green beast creature. 4 cost sacrifice land, you gain 2 life. Big boy. Oh, huh. There's another Halia, but it's the borderless. This has got foil. This is borderless. Echoing Deeps. You may have this land enter tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to other types. I'm sorry, everyone. The cool land that I was hoping for is not in this deck. Rip. Just like Hatsune Miku. Starfield Vocalist, creature human barb. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control a trigger, the ability enters in triggers an additional time. Just like Hatsune Miku or something. Waifu alt art? Holy Blood Box? Really? Oh, okay. Is that fracture foil? I don't know what that means. I think it's just foil. Bricky would get the VTuber card. It does look like the VTuber card, doesn't it? We gotta start making custom VTuber cards. Some proxies or something. I saw someone, I think it was a Mauled video I watched, and someone made a Savathun Destiny card, and dude, it ripped. It was one of the coolest custom cards I have seen. It was, what was it? I think she was, I forget what the cost she was. I think she was green black, and I think, and she was 3/4. and her ability was 2 truths and a lie. And she's flying. And it's like when Savathun deals combat damage to an opponent player, exile the top 3 cards of their deck. You may show 2 cards to that opponent, and your opponent must decide if they will let you play those 2 cards and spend mana of any color to do so, or play the third face down card for no cost. It's really cool. It's really fucking good. Because it's like, oh, here are 2 of your cards I'm showing you. If you end up using those, you know, I've spent mana for it, but I get to use them. Or the secret card you don't know I stole from you, but I cost 0. And so it's like a bait. It's so sick. I made that custom card. Did you? Nat? Is that Natjack 9226? Really? Yo, that was like one of the coolest cards I've ever seen. I love player interaction like that. If I had to argue what my favorite card in this whole game is, it's probably the red card Prisoner's Dilemma. So, a small world, but that one also is absolutely sick as hell. Absolutely sick as hell. Amazing design, my friend. Great work. It's funny though, everyone betrays in my experience. I know. Well, that's the fun part is that I love to do Prisoner's Dilemma because then I can find like one of those red cards that lets me duplicate a spell and then be like, ha 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 ha. All right, robot token, let's go. Fungal Colossus, another one of those. Squire's Nightblade. Gene Pollinator. Tap an untapped permanent you control, add a mana of any color. Ooh. Nice ramp. Corpse Starch. Nutrient block. Indestructible. Sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Wait, can you sacrifice indestructible things, chat? Because it's not damage? Or is it just forever alive? Oh, you can still. Okay. It's sack, not destroy. Okay, making sure. Decode transmissions again. A molecular modifier again. Pulsar Squadron Ace. Broodguard Elite again. Monoist Sentry. 4/1 Defender. What? That's bizarre. We got ourselves another Plains, baby. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, what is this? Hard Light Containment. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, exile target creature and opponent controls when this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchant permanent has ward 1. Artifact you control. Huh. Interesting. Patrolling Peacemaker. This creature enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Whenever an opponent commits a crime, proliferate. Wait, that's good. Wait, that's really good. Because isn't a crime just targeting anything with anything? Well, what your opponent has? Dude, that's insane. I'm keeping this. Commits a crime, I think, is targets like an opponent with something. Starfield Vocalist. Wait, is this what I just got earlier? But like wait. Oh yeah, it is. This is the normal version of it. How funny. Ooh. Raging Ravine. This land enters tapped. Add red or green. Until end of turn, this land becomes a 3/3 red and green elemental creature with whenever this creature attacks with +1/+1 counter on it, it's still a land. Ooh, creepy, dude. That's sick. Dude, it is the Dark Bramble from Outer Wilds. You're so right. Oh, hey, look at that. A foil full art breeding pool. Huh. Yeah, that's going in the box, no doubt. That's going in the box. Yo, is that Psy like the R's behind Gangnam Style? I mean, it kind of has a little bit of the same haircut and like general look, doesn't it? Kind of goofy. Dude, I agree, Banana Crit. The art for this set is absolutely insane. And as a big sci-fi guy, like, I'm so happy about it. All right. Don't look at my shame. Hey, don't look at me. Hey, stop. Stop staring at me. I need, like, scissors or something. Or, like, a small box cutter of sorts. I'm glad EOE is getting so much attention after Final Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy still is dominating, don't get me wrong, but also, Final Fantasy was an enormous set, was it not? Like, there were so many cards. More art. Ooh, it's got like a signature on it, too. Hell yeah. What's a grist deck? Is that black-green? Yo! Whale. Creature flying. This creature into Surveil 2. Warp. Hey, Elite Rose, what's up? Thank you for the resub. Mecha Shield Mate. As long as this artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, this creature can attack as though it didn't have a defender. Okay. Grish the Hunger Tide Planeswalker. Oh, my bad. Exosuit Savior. This creature enters, return up to one target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Huh. Nagamaki, thank you for the resub as well. Appreciate it. Okay, there's another Cloud Sculpt Technician. Beam Saw Prospector. Creature dies, create a lander token. Love that. Cavaron Harrier. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token and tap an attacking, sacrifice at the end of combat. Makes sense. Lash Whip Predator. This spell costs 2 less to cast if your opponent controls 3 or more creatures. Reach. Oh, wow. Wait, 3 creatures is like not that many. A 3 cost 5/7 with reach is kind of nutty. That's a very good card. Lightless Evanjo. Whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That's going in the Aristocrat deck. All Fates Stalker. Get out of here, Stalker. This creature enters exile up to one target non-assassin creature that leaves the battlefield. Lots of like containment spells in this, isn't there? Ooh! Galaxy Foil Forest. God damn. God damn. Pain for All. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. When enchanted creature has dealt damage, does how much damage to each opponent. Can I just use this with like that big ship, the Dawn Singer, and just like kill everyone by blasting it with 100 damage or something? That sounds like a really good card. Hell yeah. Moxite Refinery. Remove X counters from an artifact or creature control. Choose one, activate when it's sorcery. Put X Charge counters on target artifact. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature. That seems pretty good.
Miss Laloft waited.
Hey, what's up, Lala? How you doing? Good to see you here. Hello, hello. Greaser Gremlin raid. Hello, you greasers and you gremliners. How you doing? Hello, hello, raiders. How goes the polls? Oh, you know, don't you worry, Lala. The polls have been mediocre at best. I wouldn't ever get anything particularly useful in this world. No, no, no. That'd be ridiculous. That'd be insane. No, I pulled this a while ago. I pulled this when I got the Final Fantasy set. We're doing Edge of Eternities today. I have to flex it because it's just really funny. I have to flex it. It's so funny. But regardless, it's been pretty humorous. No, it's been quite good today. Thank you again so much for the raid. I haven't had a chance to stream in a very long time due to a ton of work stuff, but it's we're doing it. We are doing it. So thank you again, and thank you so much for the raid. I'm going to be continually doing this for a while. Sunset Saboteur. Oh, I already know this one. Echoing Deeps. Land Cave. You may have this land enter as a copy of any other land in a graveyard, except it's a something in addition to its other types. I'm assuming that's cave, despite the fact that there's shit covering it. Yes, thank you, Law. It was a pleasure meeting you at AX as well. Thank you so much. Oh, this is crazy. Zuifit Osteoharmonist. We got the foil version of her now. Look at that. What a great piece of art, man. God damn. I don't think this zoo is a box thing, but it's pretty sick. She looks like a goddamn Bene Gesserit. Me getting ready to film a fucking Dune porn parody. We're gonna go Muad deep in this Bene Gesserit. I feel like Muad Deep was bad, but Bene Gesserit was okay. So we'll see if we're gonna get pluses or minuses on this one. We only got minuses. Holy fuck. Okay, never mind. Tough crowd today. Tomato. We need to get a an emote for just like a tomato emote. All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and open a booster right now, a regular booster. See if we get anything particularly neat. Self-craft mechan. We already got one of those. Flight deck coordinator. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you gain 2 life. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Drix Fake Maker. Another one of those melted moxides. Another comet crawler. Sinister Cryologist. Dockworker drone. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on. When this creature dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Oh. Territorial Brunter. Review land you control. Exile an online card. You may cast that card this turn. Huh. Interesting. Virulent Silencer. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals common damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Oh my god. That's wild. Siege Ship Impact. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If a man votes 2 less, create a lander token. Ooh, a ship. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Neat. Emissary. Escort. Plus X plus O, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts you control. Biomechan Engineer. Create a lander token. More landers. And then the forest. Siege shit impact is what they used to call me. Why am you getting the +2s for that? And why am I the one getting beaten today? That's fucked up. All right, chat. One more collector booster, and then we're going to continue signing some more papers. Drone token. Pile of remnant. No, this is desk mat size, not MTG sized. Night Luminary. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Oh, but it's got warp. So I could warp it, create a 1/1, and then exile it, and then cast it again for another 1/1 later. That's kind of cool, actually. Also, hey, Poyo, thanks for the resub. Oh, I missed you too, Shoddy. Guh. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, and... Oh, I already have biosynthetic, yeah. Thanks, chat. You can actually buy this weapons playmat. It's currently available on the store. Another Sinister Cryologist. Another Grav Kill. Red Tiger Mechan is back as well. We got another Sammy's Ship Engineer. We got another Dubious Delicacy. We got another Pull Through the Weft. We got another Territorial Brunter. We got another Mountain, and it's very pretty. We got, what is this? Entropic Battle Cruiser. Operational. Greetings, Command. Engage. Will do. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. Oh. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. That's going in the Gonti deck. Exploration Brood Ship. It's like the cum ship. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, it's only cost 3 to station this with a 1 cost green? Once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell from your graveyard by sacrificing a land in addition to paying its other costs. Holy. Please don't put Bricky in the breed ship. Pinnacle Star Cage. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Put each card exile with this artifact into its owner's graveyard, then create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact for each one. Oh, that's pretty good. Ancient Tomb. Add 2 mana. This land deals 2 damage to you. Huh. Seems pretty good. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, okay, it's going in the box. It's going in the box. It's going in the box. Good God. Bioengineered Future. When this enchantment enters, create a lander token. Each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Huh. Pretty good. The only way it gets better is if it's foil. Is Ancient Tomb the best card we could possibly pull in this set? In terms of finances, of course. I mean, that looks like it's just a good card in general that I'll probably just put in my deck in general. Yeah? Okay. I mean, 2 mana for a singular land at the cost of only 2 life feels like a steal. Also, it's colorless mana, so in a sense I could put it in anything, couldn't I? Okay, I said I was going to only do one more, but I'm going to do one more because now I'm a little hype. Negative. Sothera the Super Void in its special foil is $1,500, chat. Well, we'll see if Sothera is a card I like, because if that's the case, then we ain't selling it. We'll be using it. Ice Cave Crasher. When a landfall enters, this creature is supposed to end the turn. All right. Zealous Display once again. We have another Wormwall Sweeper. Temporal Intervention. This spell costs 2 less to cast of non-land permanent. Oh yeah, the Void ability. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Going in the Gonti deck. Plasma Bolt. Deals 2 damage to any target, or void, it's 3 damage. Terra Pact Intimidator. When this creature enters, target opponent you may have you create 2 lander tokens. If they don't, put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Why would you ever, in the history of the world, let them make 2 lander tokens? That sounds insane. Group Hug. But like, I don't know. Sire Von Dam, the Lucent. Death Touch Lifelink. Whenever Sire Von Dam enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1 and gain Death Touch until end of turn. I mean, it seems good, but it's a little, I don't know. 4/4, a 5 cost seems expensive. The Code Cracker Hound. This creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. All right. I'm edging my rover. When this creature dies, each player creates a lander token. Ooh, that's fun, Group Hug. Another pretty forest. God, I love these basics. Deandrin Synthesis Amalgam. Green-white trample enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Wait, really? Yeah, it's X cost, but it's not X cost on the counters. It's actually X +2. Huh. Fascinating. We have Festering Thicket. Tapped black and green. Pretty neat. Yes. Yes. I was wanting this card for a while. Yes. Ouroboros. 4 green. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. Absolutely insane. Disgusting green card. I would run this probably with like the Magos Lucia Kane or something. Crystal Quarry. Add 1 colorless land, or 5 cost, add 1 of every single color land. Pretty cool. Pretty cool land. Probably pretty good with like Eldrazi, maybe. Oh, hell yes. Lightstall Inquisitor. When this creature enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land played this way enters tapped. Solid card. I'm really happy with the art for these cards. I don't know if the art for these are I don't know if the art for all of these cards, like the artists are available, but I would 100% hire them. I would 1000% find the people who do the art for these cards and try to commission them for some artwork. Non-Magic related, obviously, because I'm sure there's some kind of agreement, but you know. God, it's so heavy. There's so many of these I need to sign. All right. Once again, to make sure nobody freaks out, putting that collector booster there. That's one set. Wait, oh, there's two more. Two more left, and then we're done with one set. Are these sponsored? The first ones were actually not sponsored. They were just sent to me, which is actually not what sponsored means. Sponsor means I was paid to do something. They were given to me just pro bono. Like, hey, we would be happy if you made something about it, but no expectations. And granted, that does mean some expectations, but I did not get paid to open them last time. These were not given to me. These were bought with my own money. My own hard-working money as a streamer. Ugh. They credit the artists on the cards. Oh, is the bottom left with the artists? By the like the set that they're on? Oh, that's sick. Okay, hell yeah. Games Workshop, get on that, please. Oh, hell yeah, slipped. You know what they say about 111. Time to make a wish. Today's a good vibe-based stream, chat, I must admit. A very, very good vibe-based stream. It's nice and chill. Also because I'm probably a little tired, so. Just a little bit tired, that is. All right. This next one I'm going to sign, but I'm going to close my eyes. Oh, not too bad. He's a little lopsided, but that's about it. Still sideway. Yeah, I got like I have just signed like 1,000 of these cards total. Bricky, I see you're getting into Magic. What have? Oh, that's a good idea. Slipped. Have you ever expressed your thoughts on the 40K crossover? Yes, my favorite deck archetypes. So by far, my favorite part of Magic is playing Commander. And the reason I enjoy it so much is because I love the politicking. It's actually quite kind of humorous. So last weekend, I was in Palm Springs for a Warhammer tournament that we were filming for the giant, like, kind of documentary thing that we're doing. And it was a lovely, lovely tournament. But one of the things I tend to do whenever I'm at tournaments is when I sit down after my turn and the opponent sits there, they start doing this. They're like, but if I did this, oh God, they start like saying words like that. It always makes me laugh. It always makes me laugh and smile because to me, my favorite thing ever is rolling up to a game with whatever deck I'm rolling up with. Not deck, sorry, list. And then making them sweat. I love making my opponent sweat. Or like be a little unsure about something or freak out about something. I think it's a really fun thing to do. Because like, it just means that, you know, obviously I'm playing well to a certain extent, you know? And that's fun. It's just I want them to have decision paralysis. I want them to be worried. They should be worried. We're playing a game where I'm trying to beat them, and that's fun, you know? And so, because of that, it's just really enjoyable. So I end up liking politicking decks in Magic because it allows me to do all kinds of really funny shenanigans. So right now, currently, my favorite deck right now is the Commissar Severina Rain Heir Apparent deck, where Commissar Rain does damage. Well, sorry, she doesn't do damage. It says each opponent loses X life when she attacks, where X is the number of other creatures also attacking. And so what I do is I build a board so full of random rabbits that she will attack and deal like 25 damage to every player, which is really enjoyable. She's also just a really good engine. She's a 3-cost Orzhov, and she's only like a 2/2, but she also has an instant speed 2 mana cost ability, which is sacrifice a creature, gain 2 life, and draw a card, which I really like, because it really helps me a lot out with my card draw, and it ends up having me like top myself up with life pretty often, because it's only 2 mana, you know? In fact, quite often, I'll save 2 mana on my side. I'm not even playing blue. And then whenever someone attacks me with something, I'll simply like block with something, and then I'll shoot it in the head for 2 mana, which is always really funny, because then like at least it stops the damage, right? Or you do have a 40k book you recommend for its back and forth banter? Infinite and Divine, most likely. So that's pretty fun. However, currently, because of the politicking, I'm making a goad deck. I have Nelly Borka, Impulsive Accuser, which is a 4-cost Boros. And when she attacks, you goad a creature, and you suspect that creature. So what it does is, not only is it goaded, but it also cannot block, and it gains menace. Which is very funny. As for the 40k decks, I gotta be honest, I think they're all great. I think Magic has the ability to do, it's such a wide game that it actually has the ability to do lore accurate cards better than the models, even in Warhammer itself. Because you can actually play around with like the cost a little bit more of the cards than you can with like Warhammer. And also there's a lot of commanders that are really good. Marnius Calgar is really good. I think the Necron deck is my favorite one because it's just sick as fuck. It's just a really, really cool deck. It probably is one of the best precons out there. Like, I don't know if it's the best in terms of power, even though it is good, but it's just awesome, man. It's just an awesome deck with awesome cards. Plus, they tend to stick a lot of the really cool custom sayings and things in Warhammer into those decks. For example, I really like the fact that Necrons have 2 cards. One of them is their number is Legion, and the other card is their name is Death. Very accurate, because that's their tagline. Yeah, hell yeah, Rob. Oh, it's arguably the strongest with its main contender for first being the Caesar Fallout precon. Really, it's that good? Damn. Yeah, it's really cool. There's some great cards out there. I actually must admit, I'm kind of on the Magos Lucia Kane train, too. She's a little weak, but for a 4-cost, but for every time it's your combat phase, she adds a counter. And then she has the ability to give you 2 mana. And if you use it to do an X spell, it duplicates it, which can get really wild. Can you silent one of the bricks with an angry face for the memes? I already did one of those, but I'll do it again. Why not? We'll have 2 angry faces. It looks very funny. This pen is running out of ink. I didn't really think about how much I was going to need to do 1,000 cards. Can we do a neutral brick? Yeah. Stare. Hey, Boxy Bath Toaster. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it very much. Welcome. How about break this absolutely zooted? We already kind of did a zooted one. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. The lore accurate Zaza brick. That's funny. That's funny as hell. All right. 2 more. Collector booster boxes. Anything good from the packs? Oh, actually, yeah. Here is what we have in the blood box so far. Pretty good blood box. The one of one serialized Zaza brick. Oh, we got a clue card. All right. Comet Crawler, Turbo Drone, Night Luminary, Diplomatic Relations, Plasma Bolt, Mono Sentry, Systems Override. Oh, this one's new. Ray Blade Trooper. Creature enters +1. Oh, wait, no, we already got this one. We got another one of those Halea Ascendant folks. Ooh, Galaxy Foil Swamp. Let's go, Swamp. Love me a good Swamp. Ooh, this looks funny. Terminal Velocity. You may put an artifact or creature card from your hand on the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. When this permanent leaves the battlefield, deals damage equal to its mana value to each creature. And at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this permanent. Wait, that's sick as hell. I'm keeping that one. The Scouring Swarm. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Whenever you sacrifice a land, create a tapped token that's a copy of this creature if 7 or more land cards are in your graveyard. Otherwise, create a 1/1 black insect creature. Oh, wow, that can get kind of silly quick. Sunstar Chaplain. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures with a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control. Very nice. Very nice. Stirring Wildwood. Green, white. Nice. Loading Zone. If one or more creatures will be put in, or counters, if a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those counters are done instead. Holy shit. I'm going to put that in the Magos Lucia Kane deck. That seems pretty darn good. Holy hell. Yeah, and I mean, it's warp, and therefore, like, at least for the one turn, you can at least double it and then bring it back for more than the warp, which is actually kind of wild. All right, last of the set, chat. Whew, excuse me. You ready for the borderless Galaxy Foil Ancient Tomb, chat? I bet you are. Oh, what the hell is this? Insatiable Skittermaw. The beginning of your end step. No, right. Okay, chat, real quick. Does leave the battlefield include killed? Yo, what's up, Skulk? Hell, thanks, man. Dude, I feel so good about this one. I love this one. It does mean kill? Hell yes. Good to know. Frontline War Rager. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tap creatures, put +1/+1 counter on this creature. Little gribbly dude. Focus Fire. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. Ooh, that is going in my Heir Apparent deck. Holy hell. So I'm going to have so many fucking rabbits. Another one of those Red Tigers, another one of those Sinister Cryologists, another one of those Territorial Brunters. Gigastorm Titan. Spell costs 3 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. Oh, that's fine, I guess. Susurian Voidborn. Oh, this is the really good aristocrat one. Seed Ship Brood Tender. Mill 3 cards. So this creature return target creature or spacecraft from the graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Oh, alright. Neat. Galaxy Foil. Galaxy Foil Mountain, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Weapons manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. With its abilities battlefield, deal 2 damage to any target. The hell is this? Eumidian Waste Waker. When a creature attacks you and defending player each discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. You draw a card for each land card put into a graveyard this way. Fascinating. We have Stomping Ground, a mountain forest, shockland. Not foil or nothing, but it is a mountain forest shockland, and we do like shocklands. So I'm going to put it in the box just because it's a shockland. What do we got? Oh my god. Okay. We have another Blink Moth Nexus. Again, not a foil one on this one, but you know. Still pretty neat looking. Pretty nice and pretty. Yippee. Okay. What the hell is this? Legendary creature. Sliver Mutant. Sliver Overlord. Search your library for a Sliver card. Reveal that card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. 3 costs. Gain control of target Sliver. 7/7 costs 1 of each. Dude, that's so cool. And it's foil also. Hell yeah, man. What a sick card. Dude, that's so cool looking. I love that card. I'm not a very big Slivers fan, but maybe that one will be one that I sell. Maybe I'll just give it to a buddy of mine. Brooklyn's buy a lottery ticket. I mean, nah. I'd rather just do this. Do it. We're just gonna do it again, baby. All right. Overlord is pre-selling for about 80 right now. Ooh. Well, considering that entire box was so because that was being sold to me via the game chest at the Irvine Spectrum that my aunt is part of, and she sold me that collector booster box for $300. I think I made my money back, chat. Bricky, that's MSRP? Yeah, I know. She's based. I looked over to my left and I saw the Zaza brick. What a discount? I'm pretty sure it's just MSRP, my friend. Like it's not a discount. A discount is if it was under that. You're getting too used to the fact that everyone's upcharging you for like market price or something. Ooh, pretty card. Yeah, MSRP is just rare. It's not a discount. Starbreach Whale. Night Luminary. Dark Endurance. Another Focus Fire. Melded Moxlight. Memorial Team Leader. During your turn, other creatures you get +1, gets +1. Ooh. Honored Knight Captain. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Sacrifice this creature. Search for an equipment card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Oh, hey, hell yeah. You got a tutor in there. Let's go. McCann Assembler. When another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Wow, that's good. Once per turn still, but yeah. There's another Virulent Silencer. Got a nice little foil Predator Mountain. Yippee, yippee. What is this? Alfariel Stone Chosen. Discard card at random. Whenever Alfariel attacks, discard card at random. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, defending player loses half their life, rounded up. Rounded up. Huh. I don't know if it's like really good or not, but it sounds good. Zarl, Genesis Shepherd. Flying, you may play lands from your graveyard. Whenever you sacrifice another non-token permanent during your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Zera's power on up to one other target creature. Oh, it's the Precon Commander? He's pretty sick. Hey, Deadly Sheep, thanks for the resub. Ooh. The Eternity Elevator. 5 cost, add 3 colorless land. Add X mana of any one color where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. Huh. Wouldn't that mean like 20 mana? That sounds really good. It sounds really good, actually. Putting that in the box, even if I don't know if it's good or not. Endless Sands. Land Desert. Add colorless. Exile target creature you control. Sacrifice this land. Return each creature card exile with its land on the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh, that's pretty good. It's actually really good, actually. That actually sounds really good. Huh. All right, I'm going to use it. Black, blue, foil Shockland, baby. Oh. God damn, dude. We're doing all right today, chat. We're doing all right. It ain't no red chocobo, but we're doing pretty good. I love these cards so much. And you know what? I must say, chap, it feels really good coming off of the Final Fantasy stuff to have them do their own their own non-IP based set, just their own thing, and have it look and be this cool. You know? I remember way back when I was kind of like, Dead by Daylight, stop doing goddamn collabs because the killers you make are actually the sickest ones, but they kept on doing the collabs. And I mean, I know Magic's gonna keep doing collabs because they saw that Final Fantasy money, and you know they ain't stopping. But it's damn cool though. Sadly, last one of the year. Oh, the last original set of the year? Yeah, they need to slow the fuck down, honestly. But Final Fantasy made, what, $200 million in a singular day? So they ain't gonna slow down. Another Fungal Colossus, another Banishing Light, another Turbo Drone. Oh, I don't think I know this one. Graph Pack Monoist. Oh, wait, no, I do know this one. Create a 2/2 robot. Corgi! Oh, this is new. Wedge Light Rammer. When the spacecraft enters, create a 2/2 colors robot artifact creature. Station, flying, first strike. That's alright, I guess. Neat looking, though. Uthros Psionist? The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. That's good. I mean, I know blue players and how they cast their spells. That seems good. Cut Propulsion. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. If that creature has flying, it deals twice that much damage to itself instead. That's funny as fuck. Screw you, angels. No thank you. I have created a deck with exclusively council cards for maximum politics. Goldman, I would love to see that deck. Fell Gravship. When the spacecraft enters, mill 3 cards, then return a creature or a spacecraft card from your graveyard to your hand. Flying and lifelink. That's pretty sick. I'll post it in Discord. Hell yeah. Galaxy Plane, Galaxy Plane, Galaxy Plane. Let's go. There's another Terminal Velocity. There's another Deep Depth Shaker Titan. We've got a Beyond the Quiet. Another one of these. Gorgeous art. We have a Contested War Zone. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, that creature's controller gains control of this land. Add 1 mana. Funny land. Very funny land. Moonlit Meditation. Enchant creature or artifact you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanents. Huh. That's really good, actually. That's really good. Yeah, you like copy Soul Ring. Yeah. Holy, I'm putting that over here. I'm keeping that one. The hardest part of making a Magic deck is seeing some of the craziest cards and having the strength not to add them to your deck because it becomes too powerful for your pod. This is a very, very much the strongest choices or the hardest choices require the strongest wills type deal. I quite literally do not have a win con in this deck, much like politics. I only exist to worsen the plans of others. That's so fucking funny, Goldman. You forgot to add your cheer, but I read it anyway. You're welcome. Exosuit Savior. Ooh, Blooming Stinger. When this creature enters, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Neat. Red Tiger Mechan again. Focus Fire again. Bombard. Bombard deals 4 damage to target creature. Love that. Nice, simple, easy. We have the Hyper Blade again. Cool. We have the Infiltrator person again. We have the Scrounge for Eternity again. We have another Sire Von Dam the Lucent. Ooh. Another Galaxy Forest. Yippee. Another Starfield Vocalist. Not Hatsune Miku, therefore not the same. We have a long-range sensor. Mutinous Massacre. Choose odd or even. Destroy the creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until end of turn. 0 is even. That is so funny. And I'm so mad it's a Rakdos and not a Boros. Because I would run this in my Go deck instantaneously. It is still very good, though. And I will be putting that to the side for myself. 7 mana is a lot, though. I think I got 2 really good cards, chat. We got High Market, a foil. Add colorless land, sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life. I mean, that seems pretty good, not gonna lie. Really cool card, too. I don't know if this is good, but it's damn sick. I'll say that. I'm going to box it regardless. And then I got Infinite Guideline Station. When Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. Flying, whenever Infinite Guideline Station attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. All right. Maybe this isn't as good as I thought it was. It's cool, though. Honestly, Rule of Cool always works anyway. Oh, it is a commander. You're right. It's legendary. Can artifacts be my commander? They can now if they are a vehicle or spacecraft, I believe. Pretty art. Woo. We have a Zealous Display. A Hull Carver. These remind me of the droids from Revenge of the Sith that like go on the Jedi Starfighters and they start going like beep, and they start like drilling into the fucking thing. Starbreach Whale. Cloud Sculpt Technician. We got a Beam Saw. We got the Grav Ship again. Scout for Survivors. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard on the battlefield, but +1/+1 on each of them. It's actually pretty sick. Remnant Elemental. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature is +2 until the end of turn. Not bad. Hemosymbic Might. It becomes tapped. Another target creature you control gets X into the turn wherever X is this creature's power. That is very good. That is going in a deck. We got a mountain. We got a chic mountain. It's not Galaxy, but it's cool. Oh, we got another breeding pool. We got another foil breeding pool, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. It's not the borderless, but it's cool. We got another Baloth Prime. Am I crazy? Oh, I put this thing over there. And our Sunstar Chaplain. Ooh, this looks pretty. We got an Inventor's Fair. Legendary land. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more artifacts, you gain 1 life. Add mana. Sacrifice Inventor's Fair. Search your library for an artifact card reveal, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Only activate if you control 3 or more artifacts. Nice. That's a very pretty card. And then we got Secluded Starforge. Add mana, tap X, untap artifacts you control. Target creature gets plus X plus O until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. That's pretty. That's a pretty neat land there. Whew. Yeah, the art's really good. The art is just constantly good here. All right. Chat, you know what I'm craving right now? Popeyes. I got a Popeyes hankering, and I don't know why. I don't know why. There's something about it, man. I just want to eat one of those biscuits and dry up like the Sahara. Biosynthetic Burst. Ooh, Thawbringer. When this creature enters or dies, surveil 1. That's not bad. Mecha Nozoa. Neat looking card. Drix Fatemaker. Target creature, each creature you control +1 on it has a trample. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Sammy's Curiosity. You gain 2 life. Create a lander token. What the hell, man? That's insane ramp. A 1 cost? For a lander and life? Holy, give me that. Virulent Silencer. Full Bore. Tragic Trajectory. Steel Swarm Operator. Add mana, add mana. That's that one. Swamp. We got another Pain for All. We got a Glittering Mastiff. Or Massif, sorry. Boros, though. I like that one. I'm going to keep that one. Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam. Again, we got another one of these boys. Cool, full art. Ooh. Hissing Quagmire. Enters tapped, add black or green until end of turn. This land becomes a 2/2 black and green elemental creature with death touch. It's still a land. Neat. Very pretty land, too. Oh, shit. Apherial, the Stone Chosen, full art foil. This is that dude who deals half your life and discard a card at random. Wow. Very nice. That's pretty. Why is there a typo on it? Yeah, I just noticed that. Beyond the. What the hell, man? You didn't check the quality control, you damn dudes? Dude, that yawn, my yawn is real, man. This is going crazy. They have a few misprints in this set, sadly. Yeah, kind of weird. They had a stutter. Is it just me, chat, or are you also all getting recommended a ton of clips from The King's Speech? I keep getting recommended clips from that film. It's a good movie, but like... Wait, what the hell is this? Tezzeret, Cruel Captain, emblem at the beginning of combat on your turn, but 3/+1/+1 counters. Yeah. Yeah, you too? The AI got a little confused. Yeah, dude, what the hell? It's all over my feed, The King's Speech. It's so bizarre. Squire's Lightblade, Wormwall Sweeper, Beam Saw, Plasma Bolt. Cryologist. Oh, that's new. Larval Scoutlander. When this maybe a slight overheat on that one. We're okay now. My apologies. Yippee. Larval Scoutlander. When this spacecraft enters, you may sacrifice a land or lander. If you do, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on your battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That's pretty good. That's some good ramp right there. That's some good ramp. Survey Mechan. We already got one of those. Dawn Strike Vanguard. Tapestry Warden. We got a Galaxy Island, baby. Hell yes, sir. I love these lands. What is this? Terra Symbiosis. This feels weird. Whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards. This is only once per turn. Holy shit. Per counter? I mean, it's once per turn, but per counter? That's wild. That's insane. That's such a good card. We got a Scouting Swarm. We got another one of those Lightfall Inquisitors. Let's go. Ooh. Bonder's Enclave. Galaxy Foil. Add land, draw a card. Activate only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Damn. I love these art sets. 3 mana just to draw a card if you control someone with 4 or more. That's pretty good. I feel like that is good. I'm going to box it just in case. What is this? Exalted Sunborn. 5 white. Flying lifelink. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. Warp. Oh my god, Warp 2? That's money. Box it? I don't know if I should. I kind of want to keep it. I kind of want to keep this for my Heir Apparent deck. Warp 2! Exile that thing! Alright. I'll put it in the box anyway, but I might actually keep it. It's like $100. Yeah, but like, I want to use the card, you know? Remember, chat, I buy Magic cards to play them, not to sell them. I sell what I don't want. And then regret it, because then I want to make a new deck that probably would be good with that card. Yeah, that's a Heir Apparent material. That, for 2 mana, that's a Heir Apparent card right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll gladly sell my stuff, but I'll sell it after if I don't want it. Yo, Zookeeper. Add 1 red mana. Target creature you control gets +4 until end of turn. Okay, a 7 for a +4 is a little crazy, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Mechan Shield Mate again. Frontline War Major again. Drix Fate Maker. Gravblade Heavy. Caveron Craver. Lashwhip Predator. Lightless Avenger. All Fates Stalker. Sorry that the camera's being a little weird. We got a nice pretty island. Yippee. We have a Requiem Monolith. Until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Activate only as a sorcery. Huh. Interesting. Evendo Brush Razor. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token permanent, exile top card of your library during your turn. As long as you sacrifice a non-token permanent this turn, you may play cards exile with this creature. Sacrifice a land, add 2 mana. Huh. What's up, Slayer? That is a big number, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thrumming Hive Pool. Affinity for slivers. Slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 1/1 colorless sliver tokens. Damn. I'm putting it in the box because I got the other sliver. Scavenger Grounds. Add 1 mana, sacrifice a desert, exile all graveyards. Such a cool ass card. And then we got another Singularity Rupture. But it's foil this time, which is sick. Some of the backs of these cards feel kind of funky. Like the cardboard is off or something. Do you get the Overlord? Yeah, I got the Alt Art Sliver Overlord. The one that has all like the cool graphics on it. It's sick as hell. All right, chat. We have 5 more packs. Collector packs, that is. Put Scavenger Grounds in all your commander decks. It's real good. Is that because you can sacrifice it and basically exile all graveyards whenever you need to? Also, hey, Rice and such, and Booty Goblin. Thank you for the Prime and the resubs, you two. Night Luminary. Biosync Burst. Dark Endurance. Corgo. Melted Moxite. Scout for Survivors again. Remnant Elemental. Another one of those Hemosymbic Knights. Oh, this is new. Mouth of the Storm. Flying Ward 2. Whenever this creature enters, creatures your opponent controls get -3/0 until your next turn. That's rude, but hilarious. Thank you for that one. We got a nice Plains. Very cool. What was that? No, it's just regular foil. we got a foil Thrumming Hive Pool also. They want me to play slivers, chat. They really want me to play slivers. Moxite Refinery. Cool. Oh, that's funny. We got another Shockland. Another goddamn Shockland. It's not foil, but it's still another Shockland. What is this? Needle Spires. This land enters tapped. Add anything Boros. Until end of turn, this land becomes a 2/1 red and white elemental creature with double strike. It's still a land. That is so sick. I am putting it in my Boros deck. Eulogy Acolyte. Lifelink. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Huh. Huh. Alright. Nice card. Edgy Acolyte. He's edging. He's edging. 4 more. You know what? We got some really good cards. I'm really happy we got the Ouroboros one though, because that one is just really, really fucking good. More art, yippee. Looks like the Exo Stranger. Comet Crawler. Zealous Display. Hull Carver. Grav Kill. Red Tiger Mechan. Terrapact Intimidator. Code Cracker Hound. Edge Rover. Interceptor Mechan. Got a nice pretty foil forest. Weapons Manufacturing. Oh, Radiant Summit. Boros land just tap unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Yes, please. Adding that to my Boros deck. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, Sammy, Wildcat Captain. 6 Boros. Double strike vigilance. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Damn, that art's good. Also affinity for artifacts, huh? Wow. That is a good card. Oh, damn. I'll put that in the box just in case. Wandering Fumarole. This land enters tapped. Add is it stuff until end of turn. More planet lands. And then we got more seed. Wait. Sledge class seed ship. Whenever the spacecraft attacks you, you put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Creature card from your hand onto the battlefield? In green? Keeping that one. And it's not, yeah, it's also not tapped. Yeah, but like it just, I don't know, like maybe it's a common effect, but like creature card from your hand onto the battlefield just feels like it's just for attacking. And it's like, what, a 7 station? Like it's not that expensive, man. All right. Pretty art card. Starfighter Pilot. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, surveil 1. That's kind of sick, actually. Oh, these are new cards. Melt Strider's Gear. Whenever this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature has +2, +1, and has reach. Okay. Hey, what's up, Guy, man? Hi, thanks for the resub. Lost in Space. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Bombard. Sky Stinger. Whenever this creature blocks a creature with flying, this creature gets +5/+0 until end of turn. All right. Full bore. Tragic Trajectory. Steel Swarm. Seam Rip. Nice Forest. Oh, what is this? Extinguisher Battleship. When this spacecraft enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. Then this spacecraft deals 4 damage to each creature. Oh, God. So it's an 8-cost mini board wipe. And then it's a 10/10 flying with trample. That's cool as hell. Vernal Fen. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Neat. Neat. Starwinder. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. All right. Big Whale. Shambling Vent again. Land enters tapped. Orzhov, keeping that one because it's Orzhov. And then we got another Entropic Battle Cruiser. But it's foil. Big Whale. knights over there. Who gets get the ship that does 100 damage? It's called the Dawn Sire, right? If I'm unmistaken. Ooh. Token incubator and Phyrexian. How fun. Starfighter pilot. Meltstride's gear. Skittermaw. Cryologist. Gravkill. Mouth of the Storm again. Team leader. Honored Knight Captain, Mechan Assembler. We got ourselves an island. That's the Galaxy one. Love that. We got ourselves Mutinous Massacre. The odd or even one, but it's obviously, you know, not with the alt art. Got a solar array. Got another Entropic Battle Cruiser. Got a Stirring Wildwood once again. And we got whatever this is. Burgeoning. Whenever an opponent plays a land, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Enchantment. That's pretty. Looks like it has an like a fake fold on the right. What is this? Is this green? Oh, it's green. One green is really cool. Blood box card? Yeah, I guess so, huh? All right, chat. Last box of collectors of the stream. A little bit of Prage, if you don't mind. Perhaps something, just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. That's all I ask. A little bit of Prage. And then we are going to see what we get here. Command Bridge. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped permanent you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Huh. That seems pretty good. It's kind of like Command Tower, I think. But, like, you need to tap something else. New card for multicolored decks, yeah. Cryogen Relic. When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Sacrifice the artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target creature. Interesting. Embrace Oblivion. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature, destroy target creature or spacecraft. I'm going to put that in the Orzhov deck. Lost in Space. Sammy's Curiosity. Seam Rip. Pulsar Squadron Ace. Molecular Modifier, Monoist Sentry. We did get a Galaxy Swamp, which is pretty cool. Astelli Reclaimer. Flying. When this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. Non-creature, non-land permanent. Non-creature, though. That would have been really cool for Heir Apparent, but it's not a creature. Maybe, though. Another Exploration Brood ship. Cool stuff there. Coral of the Void. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending a player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. That's funny. That's so fucking funny. Eldrazi Temple. Add mana. Add 2 mana. Spend this mana only to cast colorless Eldrazi spells or activate the abilities of colorless Eldrazi. That is disgusting. Goes in the box. Lastly, Weft Walking. When this enchantment enters, if you cast it, shuffle your library and graveyard into your library. Shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. What? That feels like it's a little too bad, because it's going to give all of my opponents the ability to cast it first before I get the opportunity to utilize its ability. Because it's the first spell during each of your turns, and by placing that enhancement down, it would therefore not be the first spell. That's a little stinky. Little smelly, little doo-doo smell. Oh, there's some fun openings, chat. Let's take a look at the best cards we got from the Blood Box, shall we? Eldrazi Temple. Burgeoning. I put Sammy in there. We got a Watery Grave. We've got not 1, but 2 Thrumming Hive Pools. The Exalted Sunborn. Borders Enclave. Ethereal Stone Chosen. Inventor's Fair. A Breeding Pool. High Market. Watery Grave. The Eternity... we're just going to start putting things on top. The Eternity Elevator. Sliver Overlord. Stomping Ground. Another Breeding Pool, but it's fancier. Another Breeding Pool. You know what it be. Ancient Tomb. Raging Ravine. Sacred Foundry. Shambling Vent. Mana Confluence. Behemoth or Ink Moth Nexus. Starfield Vocalist. And another Blink Moth Nexus. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff, chat. For two full collectors booster boxes, I feel pretty good about that. I'm aware that Ancient Tomb sells for a lot of money, but I'm probably going to put it in my deck because it's just a really good deck. A little sad I didn't get Dawnsire or anything like that, but it is pretty cool. Ancient Tomb is $400. Is it? Well, in that case, maybe I'll just sell it for another collector booster box. Oh, the foil is. I'll consider it. Because in that case, I would just like to buy more collector booster boxes and then get some cool new cards. I want to try to get the Dawnsire. All right, chat. Well, this was a really fun time. I really enjoyed opening these decks with you all and signing some stuff. Do be aware it's a game changer. Oh, balls. I don't like game changers. Maybe I will sell it then. Well, chat, I really do appreciate you you coming by and you watching the stream and having a great time on all of the fun little magic pulls and the shenanigans that we were pulling off here. I am going to call it a day for today. Oh my God, Death Toll. What the hell? Thank you for the bits. Jesus Christ. That's wild. Holy Jeebus. Thank you. Good Lord. Good Lord on that one. Thank you very much. Great finisher. Yeah, Jesus. All right, well, chat, I'm going to have you... I'm going to raid SK. I thought I'm going to go ahead and toss you all over to SK. She is playing Hitman World of Assassination right now, which is always hilarious. Because Hitman is a slapstick game. And it was absolutely great. So thank you again, chat, so very much. You say, out here breeding my pool right now. That's your raid messages. Out here breeding my pool. That's what you got. Thank you again, everyone. Appreciate you. And I'll see you later.